Roger Federer is a Swiss professional tennis player ranked number 16 in the world by the Association of Tennis Professionals, or ATP. A versatile all-court player, Federer's noted effortlessness has made him extremely popular among tennis fans. Roger Federer is inarguably one of the most renowned players of all time. His accomplishments speak for himself, and over the years, he has been able to build himself as one of the icons of the sport. However, just like any other player, he too would not have reached anywhere if his wife hadn't backed him in the crucial times. Wife, Mirka Federer. Federer's wife, Miroslava Federer, commonly known as Mirka Federer, was born in Czechoslovakia in 1987. When she was 2 years old, her family moved to Switzerland. Mirka is a former tennis player who started playing tennis after following her idol, Martina Navratilova. When Mirka was just 9 years old, her love for tennis began. She had met Martina Navratilova after her father had taken her to a tennis tournament in Filderstadt in Germany. Mirka turned pro in the year 1998 when she was 19 years old. She made her Grand Slam debut at the French Open 1999, where she couldn't get past the first round. She began the year 2000 with a slight improvement at the Australian Open. Mirka was able to make it to the second round, this time before bowing out. She featured in all of the Grand Slams in the year 2000, but never went past the first round, except at the Australian Open. In the year 2001, she put on her best ever showing at a Grand Slam. Mirka went until the third round of the US Open before being knocked out. She paired alongside future husband Federer at the 2002 Hopman Cup. The two had met while playing as a doubles pair at the Sydney Olympics 2000. The duo developed some chemistry, and they played together once again at the Hopman Cup 2002, representing Switzerland. Unfortunately, in 2002, at the young age of 24, Mirka announced retirement due to a recurring foot injury. Mirka's singles career record was pretty decent. She won 202 matches and lost 159, a win percentage of 56. She had 3 ITF titles to her name. Her career high ranking was number 76. Mirka became Federer's public relations manager after her retirement, which made the pair's bond very strong. Mirka Federer came into King Roger's life way before he even won his first Grand Slam. The 43-year-old has been a pillar of strength to Federer throughout his playing days, and almost after 20 years of knowing each other, the pair's love hasn't faded one bit. Federer married Mirka in April 2009, after dating her for about 10 years. The marriage function took place at Winkenhof Villa, Basel, which is near Federer's hometown. Children. In 2009, Mirka Federer gave birth to identical twin girls, Myla Rose and Charlene Riva. After 5 years, she and Roger welcomed another pair of twins, who were boys named Lenny and Leo Federer. As much as he has devoted his time to playing tennis, Roger Federer is also acknowledged as a loving husband and father, and he loves his children immensely. Even now, fans often see Mirka supporting Roger from the stands along with her 4 kids. Roger Federer's family has severally showcased their support for the tennis superstar. Sometimes Mirka and the kids cheer for Roger Federer in person at events just to show their support for him. Mirka has brought the kids to several matches and watched Federer conquer Grand Slam titles, including his 2017 and 2018 titles. Right now, the family lives in Bottmingen, Switzerland. Roger Federer is amazing at handling multiple roles, being a father, husband, and tennis player at the same time. Despite his hectic schedule, Federer has always spared plenty of time for his family. The superstar believes in parenting his kids in the most reliable way possible, mutually with his wife. The couple has proved that raising well-mannered and respectful kids is possible. Will Federer's children follow his footsteps? Roger Federer says he's a significant follower of kids playing the sport, but he's not keen on his own children serving in his footsteps. Federer proudly talks about the fatherhood and the effect of teaching discipline in order to teach his kids genuine morals. I believe a lot in it. I like teaching those things to my children. I do it all day. I tell them to speak to each other in a calm way, always say hi, shake your hand, look at other people in their eyes. It's really worth it. It's visible that Federer does not shy away from addressing his private life in public. He seems rather proud and composed of his young family. Given that Federer is a 20-time Slam title holder and Mirka herself was a top 100 player in the early 2000s, many assume their kids to be naturally gifted at tennis. Despite being a tennis star, Federer reveals that introducing his kids to the game has been a struggle. On various occasions, Federer and Mirka have been striving to coach their kids with little success. Federer has revealed to his fans that the kids seem distant, even though he has attempted to advance tennis in his household. This is what Federer had to say. "I have struggled with my children. I have tried to promote tennis in my household by playing a number of games against Novak, Rafa, and everybody, but my children don't care. While Roger Federer is regarded by many as the most outstanding male player in the history of the sport, his children don't think too profoundly of his insights. Roger Federer said that while his kids have started playing tennis, they have no interest in getting any tips about the game from their pro tennis player mother or Grand Slam winning father. He shared that they now play tennis, not because he has been supporting them, but because their friends all do, and he doesn't want them to feel left out. I'm glad they all do play tennis a little bit, because basically literally all our friends who have kids as well, they all play tennis, he said. I wouldn't want my children to be the only ones who don't play tennis, so with my wife, we have kind of a little demand on things they have to do in their life, and tennis is unfortunately one of them. It's not because we want them to, it's because I think it would be a misfortune if they played no tennis at all. While Federer is asked to come to play some of their competitions, his children have put strict rules in place. The Swiss added that they don't like receiving coaching tips when he joins them for a match. At the beginning, it was said, "You are not my coach. Dad doesn't have to interfere in the game," Federer explained. So I said, "Okay, no problem. Do it the way you think is right. At some point, you might come to me or Mommy." As a star who has encouraged an entire generation of players to take up the game, most athletes would bend backward for some individual training time with the legend. However, it looks like the one set of people who can simply avail of this grand coaching opportunity, his children, have no interest in doing so. Interestingly, Federer hasn't given up yet and agrees to take it slow on the kids until they finally decide what's most suitable for them. Federer's Comeback 2022. The 20-time major winner, Roger Federer, played only 13 matches in the last 2 seasons. Undergoing 3 surgeries and coping with a knee injury, despite a few setbacks, Roger is still keen to make a comeback in 2022 and conclude his glorious career on his terms, as every champion deserves. Speaking about the end of his career, Federer said that there's no such a thing as perfect retirement, although he believes he would know when that time comes. Traveling with his wife and kids for over 10 years, Roger is ready for a more relaxed chapter of his life, looking ahead to enjoying himself with his friends and family.